Donald Trump is coming to Britain, and many people are very unhappy about it. Tens of thousands are expected to protest on the ground in London on Friday, and above them will be this giant blimp.
Don't worry about that, baby. I love babies. So I love babies.
6-metre inflatable of Trump as an angry, nappy-clad orange baby will soar over Parliament Square.
Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here.
That's one presidential order that has been ignored. Mayor of London Sadiq Khan's decision to approve and effectively endorse the mocking blimp has attracted criticism. Nigel Farage has said it's the biggest insult to a sitting US president ever. But many are determined to make Trump feel very unwelcome. So why are many in the UK so unhappy with him? Here's a quick reminder. Well, it all started 6 months before he was even nominated to run for the Republicans as president in 2016.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
In the days after, MPs debated whether Trump should be stopped from entering the UK after more than 500,000 people signed a petition. He wasn't banned, but it did mark the first moment of an anti-Trump movement in the UK. That ramped up on his first day as president after he defeated Hillary Clinton. 100,000 attended the Women's Rights March in London to condemn the new leader of the free world for a presidential campaign marked by accusations of misogyny and anti-women comments. Then, with his feet barely under the Oval Office desk,
Protection of the nation from foreign terrorist entry into the United States. That's big stuff.
his travel ban on people from 7 predominantly Muslim countries from entering the US sparked more anger. This time, 1.8 million people signed a petition for Trump to be refused a state visit. That's the official engagement where the red carpet is rolled out along with the typical British pomp and ceremony. Trump's trip won't have that. Instead, it's been described as a working visit, though he'll still have to meet the Queen and Theresa May, which should be interesting given the PM was among a host of politicians who condemned Trump last November after he retweeted 3 discredited videos posted by the far-right group Britain First, and then stood by it. Don't focus on me, focus on the destructive radical Islamic terrorism that is taking place within the United Kingdom. 2 months later, he kind of said sorry.
If you're telling me there's a horrible people, horrible racist people, I would certainly apologize if you'd like me to do that.
You'd think Trump may have learned, but this was him in May this year, describing a hospital in London as a war zone for horrible stabbing wounds.
Yes, that's right. They don't have guns. They have knives. And instead, there's blood all over the floors of this hospital.
So that's why many are fuming about Trump's visit. But that's not to say everyone here is against it. In fact, there are pro-Trump events being organised too. They want to welcome the man whose war of words led to a surprise sit-down with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Some commentators believe the protests here and stunts like the baby blimp will only entrench Trump's opinion that NATO countries don't respect America. And while there was a petition calling for Trump not to be given a state visit, more than 300,000 signed a petition demanding he get one. After all, these are some of the leaders who Britain has welcomed in style. Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe, Russia's Vladimir Putin, King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia, and China's Xi Jinping. State visitors, all of them. The million-dollar question, though, is how will the incoming billionaire react to the protests? And what impact, if any, could they have on Britain's special relationship with the US? Those waiting the answers can bet Trump will be tweeting about it.